Hello world, welcome back to West of Loathing. And that's not the right character. I need to look up if there's a way to change who the default character is. Anyway, let's dive right back in. Can't remember what we have to do, so let's go check it. Whee! Oh, hello. What do you think we should do next? Need a bunch of dynamite. Goblins in Gustavus Gulch stole it. Let's see, we have the old mission. Oh yeah, oh wait, I should get up my document thing of to-do stuff. I was making a list of stuff that required me to come back and finish later. Okay, so we have that. Millenary bandits, or millenary, sorry. To wander around to find some pepper. House in the Desert Bandits. That's it. Okay. How much meat do I have? A bunch of meat. So let's actually. We'll do the. Where's the exit? Do you have anything else to see? Oh, who's that old man by the piano? Oh, that's old Aylesbury. Tragic fellow he is. He was writing and a poet, came out west to sell his stories, but nobody will buy him. Too weird, his stories, fantastical-like. Too bad, I love that stuff. Well, it don't matter much now, anyway. He had to get normal work to make ends meet, did passing well as a prospector until one day he lost his mind in a mind. He what now? You know what I mean. He saw something that made him stop telling his weird tales, made him stop talking near completely, come to think of it. He just stands there by the piano nowadays. It seems to calm him down, and as long as he doesn't make any trouble, I don't mind him too much. Feel a little sorry for him, to be honest. Poor fella. Okay. Can we talk to you at all? Now that we know what's going on? No, we just know his name. Maybe that'll come later. You okay? You okay, buddy? Pretty sure my leg is broken, so no. What happened? Traffic accident? No, it just sort of broke all of a sudden. I guess I don't get enough vitamins or whatever? Good nutrition can be difficult in this day and age. I'm going to need some medicine for this. Can you help me? Sure. Thank you. There's a mission up north. The nuns there run a little hospital and sell medical supplies. Can you get me some broken leg pills? You discover a new map location. Rescue mission. Broken leg pills? Is that a thing? Yeah, that's a thing. Don't have any with me. Sorry. Huh. Okay, coming up. Check this out. Doesn't seem to like keeping my settings either. Keep that on. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm angry because I lost something once. I'll close that for now. Howdy, nice day. England, the horses are backwards? What? Anything for me here? No mail. Let's see. I can learn a new thing. But disposable binoculars. There aren't any permanent ones? I'd hold off until I can try to find a permanent binocular. Although I will take. Oh, you done with the pickaxe now? Where'd the pickaxe? Oh no, the pickaxe. Did I have a hammer, I thought? There's something I had that required nails. Maybe I'm just hallucinating and not remembering things correctly. Oh well. Let's buy that. Hold off on that for now. Read the book. There's an article about butter and an article about beans, and the juxtaposition gives you an idea. Gives you butterbean, a spell that reduces an opponent's muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Full set of recipes for ice-cold bean-based desserts. Gives Great Northern Blizzard, a spell which deals cold damage. And, you know what, I'm gonna go for the blood beans. I've been passing up on that too much. You master the art of microscopic bean conjuration and fill your bloodstream with restorative proteins. You got a skill, blood beans. They generate 3 HP per round of combat. That is useful. Fortunately, you get so distracted by your newfound vigor that you misplace the book. Oh no! Let's see. How much does that cost? Oh, wait. Oh, that's just a passive? Oh, okay. That is good. Save up for a little bit more of that. Passive healing. So good. Let's go to this store. Oh, you've spotted an old mine on the horizon. Abandoned mines are safe and fun to explore. Snake pit mine. I'll double back to that. I just want to go over here first in case this is the place that has a pickaxe, because that seems useful for a mine. Yes, it is. Wait, what was this? Ah, that is forging. More bean skills. Yeah, get that. Might come back for that later, but right now, yeah, I want the pickaxe. There we go. Let's see, how does... This is 3 to 13. So... Okay, yeah, it's weaker than my spatula. But I can mine. Volume 11. Okay, we have used the good old... Or there's a list of techniques that help you concentrate while cooking and or fighting. Use the good old bean, temporarily increase your mysticality, blizzard, and there's a I think I want wary. You read the scrawlings and internalize all of their insane, paranoid implications. You got a skill, wary. Afterwards, you narrow your eyes and burn the book. I didn't trust that book. Oops. Character. Yeah. So now we get more AP, which is useful. Actually, that's very useful. That means I can... Yeah, I can do Bean Shield and the Bean Golem, I think. And then still have some more for a spell. Now, what's over in the Snake Pit Mine? You come across the corpse of a cowboy. How do you know it's the corpse of a cowboy? Well, you see by his outfit he's a cowboy, and you see by his lack of flesh that he's a corpse. Let's give him a proper burial. You dig a grave and put the cowboy's remains in it. It was the least I could do. Here's blood beans. A little bit more regen. Talk to your partner. Good luck, I'll stay out here and mind the horses. What, you don't want to explore a place called Snake Pit Mine? Haha, no. Well, gosh. Ah, and this is why we got the pickaxe. You look at the mining equipment. You have no idea what any of it does. Ask Alice to explain to you. Hey Alice, do you know how any of this stuff works? Nope. Well, okay then. Hey Alice, what? I just wanted to tell you about this mining stuff. Okay. First, this machine here, it's an automatic Slate. Flattener. And this thing over here is used to extract ferrous silver, and then grind it. Alice sighs. And this third machine is an ingenious meat fracturer. It converts ore into metamorphic ash. Isn't that interesting? You got a perk, Minesplainer. Ah, apparently I know a lot about mining. A real expert. I'll gain XP when I interact with mining stuff. Alistair's Rise. Are you finished? Yes. Cool. Nah. Should get that foraging skill at some point. Anyway. I love loose boards. You see a snake coiled up in the little hole. Well, let's pull it out and punch it. Coal snake. Gunfire, that's not gonna help. Bean shield. Aha. I mean, it's overkill anyway, but yeah. That spell has gotten really strong. NXP 37 meat and some skin. Yay! Bonus XP from Minesplaining. Smoking snake. There we go. Ta-da! Cache of mining supplies, smelling salts, sulfur match, and dynamite. Ooh, what do those do? Smelling salts gives you an addition, or this is a bottle of foul-smelling ammonia crystals, ew, designed to disgust people into being more awake. Item is used in combat, additional action point. Sulfur match. I've got a match, your face and the face of somebody who owns at least one matchstick. I feel like that's a reference that I'm just not getting. 1 hot damage and ignites flammable things. And some more dynamite. Full of snake eggs. Ah, okay. Well, I could have gotten a free pickaxe here. Oh well. Now I have 2 pickaxes. So I just wasted 900 meat. Snake eggs. Sure, bean golem. And we'll shoot one of the eggs. And then you'll take care of everything. There's not enough skin on any of them to be worth collecting. And got some more stuff. Okay. That was a productive trip. Now, what was I doing before coming here? Oh wait, I was going to a store. That's not much. I forgot what the old millenary was. Let's get the broken light pills. Find an abandoned crate with Fort Undead stencils on it. Maybe the shippers decided this wasn't worth the effort. Okay. Pry the lid off the crates and help yourself to all the contents. Can't let taxpayer-funded money go to waste. Hardtack, incendiary bullet, and chemical bullet. Let's see what the last two do. Bullet made of extra flammable gunpowder, sets enemy on fire. And in addition to lead, this bullet is made with a substance that is highly poisonous when it gets into your blood. Poisons an enemy. Okay. Need to get that skill. How much meat do I have? Let's say here, maybe? No, this is my XP. Which... I'll start saving up. Let's see what else we can get. No, I'll figure it out. Nice little church. I'll wait out here. Why? I tend to get argumentative around church folks, especially when the topic of life after death comes up. Aha. That's because the whole undead thing. Gosh, a real-life nun. Yes, I'm Sister Tabitha. Well, what with the... that's Skitaline. I'm Josephine Cartwright. What's with the cots? Well, with the cow attacks and so on, I thought my faith would be better served. Sorry. Still, by running this place as a clinic rather than just a church. I also sell medical supplies, if you'd like your healing to go. Do you need any errands run? Funny you should ask. I've been experimenting with the healing properties of purple grass that grows near here, but I've run out. Would you mind picking some for me? It grows near a cave that makes an unusual humming sound. Just go do this first in case that gives me, like, a discount or something. A shot rings out and something buzzes past your ear. You quickly dive behind a rock just in case these two things are connected, and not just, say, someone hunting nearby and there's also a bee. Peering carefully around your rock, you eventually spot movement in the underbrush. It's a hunter with an old-fashioned matchlock rifle and cloak with leaves stuck to it, which is less effective as camouflage than it sounds because all the trees around here are pine trees. Whoops. You also notice that he's been out here for a very long time, which you can infer from the way he is literally a skeleton. Let's use some magic to escape. You do a little fancy bean magic, and bean vines sprout up out of the ground around the hunter skeleton, entangle his legs, and more importantly, his rifle, which seems like a pretty good trick that would be useful in a real fight and not just a one-off random encounter, doesn't it? Anyway, you ride away quickly before the skeleton gets his gun arm free. Yay! Oh, we should have fought it, because then Alice would have gotten some experience. Hey, my tinnitus is acting up. I should have brought some ear protectors with this shotgun. Are you talking about the quiet humming sound? I hear it too. Guess we both need our ears checked. I didn't bring an otoscope either. I think it's coming from this cave, actually. Ooh, what was that? What was that? Ah, got some purple grass. Cool. These rocks are weirdly organized. Yes, they are. Check this place out. Ooh, stalagmites. And muscle. Maybe come back here after. Write this down. If I ever get 10 muscle, come back to the humming cave. And then also that other place. Okay. Come back here later. Back to the rescue mission. You spot a hellcalf grazing off to the side of the trail. Just as it spots you, its eyes glow, and 2 shadow cows split off from it, forming a small, frightening herd. Time to ride into their midst. Whoa, they're quick. Oh no. This is ominous. Okay, first, Bean Shield, Bean Golem, and then, okay, 31 hot damage, 27, 38, okay. Yeah, I have to do that. Get the lead one down. Um, 9 damage is not enough to take it down. Let's do a little healing. Hey, don't attack my beam. Yeah, we can get rid of you with the shotgun. 20. Okay, this will work. You, shotgun. Takes out 2 of them. Okay. We're doing okay. 8 damage. Oh wait, no, I meant to heal you. Oops. Okay, we're okay. We're doing okay. Yep, we got this. Ta-da! Victory! You managed to defeat the calf and all of its shadows, and in doing so, slightly reduced the amount of evil in the world. 20 XP, 2 tainted beefsteak, brass bull ring, 65 meat, and some extra thick leather. Just another day at the office. Even though I'm working from home. Welcome back. Were you able to find the humming cave and the purple grass? Yep, here you go. Wonderful. Thank you very much. Blessings upon you. Medical supplies. We need some. So let's just see what this is. There's 10 HP. Increases maximum HP by 10. Armor by 5. Ooh. That's nifty. But right now, the broken leg pills. You're not sure which is stranger, that these work at all, or that they only work on legs? That is a good question. I'm just hoarding so much of the stuff in case it just ends up being randomly useful, because you never know with this game. Okay. So... back to Dirtwater. Let's find this person. Hello. Oh, hello. Were you able to get some broken leg pills? About them. I'm stuck just sort of lying in the street. Yep, here you go. Woo, thanks. Feel like a new man again, or at least the same man with a new leg. That's good. Go drink some milk or something, okay? He waves and happily skips away. Well, that was nice. It was. Let's try wandering a little bit. Catch a whiff of something that makes your eyes water. You trace its source. A vividly colored red shape hanging from a scraggly little plant. This must be the southeast western murder pepper that feller at the jeweler was looking for. Your finger and thumb immediately start throbbing as you pluck the pepper. You toss it into your rucksack before it can do any more damage. Let's go here. Incredibly spicy pepper grows only in a narrow region of the West. Oh wait, what is the extra thick leather? Ah, just regular leather. Oh wait, no, these are the people in the kitchen, I think. Did you find me a murder pepper? Yep, here it is. Ah, that's a nice big one. That'll last a while. Good going. Okay, if you're still looking for stuff to do, I need someone to go check my mail. I ordered a new saute knife, but I haven't got time to go fetch it myself. Here's the key to the post office. Okay. Whee! Fine bucks. P.O. Box 441. You open it, and a torrent of junk mail falls out to reveal a knife, just sitting loose in the box. You pick it up. Back to the chef. Even though you're holding it, you're still pretty sure there's no such thing as a saute knife. Really? Oh, I was convinced. Anyway, it's too thin to use as a weapon, so it's not even worth stealing. I was wondering if the game was going to give you that option. I'm still going to give it to him, but I was curious what the stats were. Have you got my knife? Yep, here you go. Excellent. This will work a lot better than the hammer I was using. Oh my. Okay, I only need one more favor from you, but it's the most important. I used to have this recipe for very secret jerk sauce, but my jerk friend Dave J stole it from me, and then he died and took the secret to his grave. Literally, I mean, he was buried with it. You want me to dig up his grave? He's dead. He won't mind. Okay. Let's go back to the Dave yard. I think Dave J was all the way on the right, from what I remember. Find a pair of saddlebags. Property of Fort Undead Library. The bag is full of books, mostly boring military field manuals. You do find one of specific interest to you, Advanced Beancraft, Volume 10. Ooh. What can we get? Blizzard, use the roll bean and butter bean. Okay. Let's do the Blizzard one. You study bean dessert recipes and practice conjuring up various configurations of frozen beans. Fortunately, at some point, the book got completely covered in a snowdrift, and now is all soggy and ruined. Aww. Okay, so small amount of damage to all enemies, but could be used. I mean, it's useful for crowd control, and then anyone who's weak against cold damage. Where? Oh, apparently it was on this side. You dig up the grave and pry open the coffin. Instead of a corpse, it contains a garbage bag? Strange. You reach into the garbage bag and are surprised that it's full of pudding? No, it's not just pudding. Pudding and motor oil. Who would do this? You finally manage to reach all the way to the bottom of the bag and retrieve a sodden lump from the bottom. You unglob the wad and dry it off, then wash your arm in a nearby ditch. This better be worth it. Dave's secret sauce recipe. Just combine these ingredients in a small pot, stir, and abracadabra. Pow. Take this back to the chef. Okay. Start water. Off to the side of the trail, you spot a beard barrel cactus. You're not sure why they call them that, since they're shaped like mugs, not barrels. I need to get the foraging skill. 1908. That's how much. And it costs 1,500, so that doesn't leave me with much to spare. I want a little bit more before I do that. Got that recipe? Yep. Or yeah, I got it. Thanks a million, bud. Now my slop will be world famous. Here, let me give you a little something for all your troubles. It fell in the slop, but it's still good. You got an item? Sloppy Chef's hat. Let's see what this does. +3 mysticality. Okay, versus my current... Oh, that is a straight upgrade. That's 1 mysticality. This is 3. Yeah, we'll use that. Cool. I like it that I like changing at least 1 equipment per episode. That way, just my character looks a little bit different each time. What are we doing now? Go to Fort Undead. You encounter Cowpoke trying to ride her horse up the 45-degree angle of a rocky surface. They're both having a hard time. Unfortunately, I can do nothing. Weird, I hear soldier-type noises, but no actual voices. Maybe they took a vow of silence. If you're hoping for warrior monks, this is the wrong genre entirely. Darn. Nope, looks like this has a climbing post too. Hold on. Okay, I wrote that down. So partner. Holy Goram. Yeah, it's a little intense. We have to do something about this immediately. Any ideas? Well, only way I can think of to get rid of all these things at once would be to poison them somehow. That isn't very doctorly. What? You never heard of vaccination? Look, would you rather fight an army of skeletons all at once, or find a way to slip something into their food supplies nice and quiet-like? Can we just sneak past? Pardon me. Beg your pardon. Excuse me. Pardon me. No force in the universe that can get the tarp off this crate. That's weird. These crates are decorative. These are some cannons. This smells terrible. No, I had not found some stench resistance. Okay, do I have... Oh, right, there was a place that had... Oh, wait, no. What's that? My nasty ring. Oh, wait, no, it's the offhand. Let's put on some of these sweet-smelling flowers. I got an... Oh, good! A disgusting old hat. An item, old patrol cap. Back on my porcelain cow. What does this do? Plus, this is the style of cap the army used to issue to soldiers, but doesn't anymore. Some decades hence, it will be lost to history and then reinvented from scratch. 3 pistol attack damage. Uh-oh. Somebody left their knapsack behind. Hey, what's this? A note? Yep, it's a note. Cryptic note about ley lines. And an evil-looking bound tome. Last thing is a little diary, which you decide to leave in there in case the owner comes back looking for it. Let's read it. Seems to have been written by one of the necromancer's cultists. He and several others were reanimating the dead soldiers here, on the theory that the best undead army would be literal undead army. Make sense? The hitch in the plan came when they raised the officers, who decided they weren't going to take orders from a bunch of weirdo civilians. The last entry suggests the author and his cohorts were planning on abandoning their station and reporting back to the necromancer, but the entry ends abruptly in the middle of a sentence. No name, no name, no name. Mass Grave is absolutely teeming with the skeleton riflemen. They don't seem interested in getting out, but you could definitely jump in there if you're itching for a fight. Yeah, sure, let's see. Oh, okay. I'll shoot you back. And then we'll just take care of you. That is such a useful skill. You can just fight more of them if you want. Let's go inside. Oh wait, what was the... Black covered book. Grin and Skull skill. I'm gonna hold off on that for reasons that I know. How many lockpicks do I have? I only have one needle. Need to buy more, I guess, but okay, there we go. You picked the lock, revealing the footlocker to be full of human bones. Well, that's disappointing. Hi, Hazzy. How are you doing? It's going okay. Let's see. Oh, good, more needles. This footlocker is only half locked. Got a full canteen and some whiskey. Lock has rusted away to nothing. Alright, just making bacon. Enjoy. That's more stuff. More stuff. Don't know if it was really worth unlocking all those, but I couldn't resist. The Fort Undead kitchen. Shelves filled with the skeleton army's food supply. This is just the random stuff. We have dehydrated maggots, dehydrated spiders, lye-treated bat guano, roasted eyeballs, crushed vulture feathers, pureed sand a la mode, grilled mold in syrup. Can't do anything with any of these? How do I poison their food supply? These toilets are very clean. One's broken. Skeleton spore. What does that do? Isn't as gross as you think? It's basically just dust. Table is a little model of the region. A giant map of the region. Gain some XP by flushing some toilets. Let's see. I've been using that artifact you helped me get in Risk of Rain 2 that is fun. I found it actually makes starting a run quite hard since you will go for what you want and not necessarily what you need. I don't know, you can't speak. You thought it would make things too easy, but I do quite like that one, just because of the strategy it imposes. And also that when things go badly, it's a bit more your fault. Okay, how am I supposed to poison the food? Oh, wait. That's what I mean. I think about how much I don't like certain items, but how useful they actually are, like the medkits. Some interesting stuff going on there. Ah, here we go. Situational thing, but when you get hit, you're glad you've got it. Indeed. I feel like that's one that I don't take that often, actually. Anyway. Shelves laden with the skeleton army's food supply. Let's examine it. Oh, okay, this thing. Taint the food supply with waste. You sprinkle the waste all over the food. If this works, by tomorrow there should all be no more. Let's head out. Sorry, beg your pardon. Excuse me. Okay. So let's briefly leave and then come back. Let's go to I did the Humming Cave, just because it's close. As it says, I used 5 the other day and heal at least 60% health after a hit, so lighter hits I fully recover from, but heavier hits allow me to run. And I never really thought about how that one stacked. Reach for the sky, clown. You quickly turn around and see a grizzled-looking man in all black clothes, except for his hat, which is white with brightly colored spots. I'm having so much trouble reading this morning. Pointing a gun at you. Who are you calling a clown, jerk? It's true. You don't have a clown's marking. You mean like a stupid polka dot hat that only a clown would wear? You may be no clown, but if you are a fool if you think I'll accept your insults. Whatever, I'm out of here. Oh, I was hoping that would lead to more dialogue. Oh well. Back to the fort. You see a sign labeled, "This way to the Lazy A Dude Ranch," off the side of the trail. You mark the location. Check it out later, dude. Oh, I wonder if they literally mean tomorrow, as in like I have to sleep or something. Okay, make a note to come back here later. If so, then that means this is a quest you can't do if you're going for the do everything in a day achievement. Okay, as he says, the description of medkit is 2 seconds after getting hurt, heal for 20 health, plus an additional 5% max health. Okay, so if you have 20 of them, it would just be a full heal. Go to the ranch. Rustling sound in the bushes draws your attention, and you decide to investigate, because that's what adventurers do. No matter how bad of an idea it will probably turn out to be. Going for 5 is a good number. Okay, so yeah, a quarter of the health. The rustling turns out to be a goblin. A goblin wearing, clown makeup and practicing their cartwheels. There's sort of clowns in the northern part of the map. They're practicing and mostly failing. Eventually they give up on tumbling practice and start repeatedly throwing a shiny metal ball in the air and catching it. We know goblin tongue, so let's talk to it. Wow, hello? Hello, hi! What are you doing? I'm learning to juggle. He says stun grenade is 5% chance, so 20 is a unlock. Oh. Interesting. Should learn more about how the risk of rain 2 items stack. It tosses its single ball up in the air, but, distracted by the conversation, misses the catch. Okay, by why? But why? A clown becoming, joining the circus. Far away to traveling, far to traveling, and then to popping. Popping? No, never mind. Let's teach it to juggle. Better to juggling with more than one ball? Sorry, only one ball to having. You know who else only had, or is going to have, you know what, never mind. What? You teach the goblin a simple levitation trick that makes the one-ball juggling routine a little more impressive, and they thank you by sharing their lunch. You got a Goblin Sandwich. This is both a sandwich for goblin and a sandwich where the meat is goblin. Oh. Increases your moxie by 5, but your muscle and mysticality by 3. Okay, so we won't be using that. Haystack. Got a needle. Talk to your partner. Hope they don't call that patch of weeds over there an herb garden. It'd be an affront to herbs and gardens both. Someone's been washing ferrets? How would I know that? Old burned crate. Guess it came with the property. Got a lock and some ranch punch. Lock. The padlock get its name because it's like a wizard hat that protects your house. And branch punch, more melee damage. We already had some of that. Talk to this person. Hey, like, howdy, I'm selling herbal remedies. Care to buy? What kind of herb remedies? The kind that are gifted to us by Gaia, without any interference by human hands. So, weeds? That's a derogatory term created by the man, but yeah, basically. Sure, I'll buy one. Groovy, thanks. Got an herbal remedy. This is a little pile of random dried weeds folded up in a sachet of paper. Garbage stored in garbage, essentially. It doesn't do anything. We go inside here? No. Howdy. Hey, yeah, howdy, man. What's happening? Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Not Oh, not much, man. We moved into this little patch of land to grow crops, but then we decided it's more natural just to let Gaia grow whatever she wants, right? I bet that's a lot easier, too. Haha, right on, man. Neat. By the way, where'd you get that hat? Oh, this? A friend of mine made it, man. I forgot which one. What's your take for it? Well, I've been thinking of trying a new style, man. Maybe like one of those hats the army guys used to wear back in the day. Like, it's kind of an ironic statement, man. There's an old fort over yonder that-a-way. I'll swap if you can find me one of those. Oh, I actually found one of those already. Like this one, you mean? Nice, man. Barter is like commerce, man. Except natural. Can you dig it? Yeah, groovy. Strange head sack. This hat is more like a sack woven from red, gold, and green wool. Something out of a dream. Wait, 4 muscle. Ooh, that's actually a very useful hat. We can go to a couple different places there. Howdy, I'm Josephine. I'm Louise Lathrop. Why the long face, Louise? Aw, geez, basically because I'm stuck here farming with a couple of dummies who don't know how to farm a dang thing. So they just let the weeds grow and call it natural. I'm so sick of eating dandelions, I could scream. Why don't you leave? Haven't got any meat, or any other prospects, or anywhere to go. I mean, dandelions are terrible, but they're better than eating dirt. This is such a mess. How'd you get in this predicament? Well, I headed west after graduating baking school, and fell in with these two because they talked a big game about natural grains. Fool that I was, I didn't realize that all they were really interested in was getting silly on loco weed and not doing any work. So you're looking for work? Gosh, yes, desperately. The only trade I know is baking. Do you know somewhere that's hiring a baker? Heck, even unpaid would be better than if this comes with a room and board. I just want to get out of here. Okay, so make a note to come back here. Okay, as he says, I've also started prioritizing speed over damage recently because I noticed the way I die way more because the enemies get behind me, so if I move faster I can force them all in front. Interesting. I feel like I almost never do anything with speed, and I'm just stuck being really slow. The art style of this game is really weird. I like it. The garden. Yes, of course. Animated, but it seems bad. Oh no, this isn't bad. See, it's not showing here, but I specifically have the graphics options set to good. Because there are 3 settings: good, bad, and ugly. Now let's see. Go back to the Humming Cave. You've crossed paths with Wandering Sally again. Trading? Oh, cool. What do you have this time? Ooh, another blank postcard. Like that. Needles, I'll take a couple of those. What are the work boots? Maximum AP and armor. What are my current boots? My current boots are just AP, so actually, that is a straight upgrade. Buy that for 300 meat. Ah, and a flower. I know what you're thinking, not so lucky for the marigold, but actually marigolds aren't conscious, so they really can't conceive of good or bad luck. I'll buy that, because we don't have anything for our lapel. Ukulele is more chains and further. Yeah, so I think I remember someone once telling me that, like, if you get once you get to a certain point, it just hits the whole map, or a significant portion of it anyway. Okay, so we want the work boots. And... it auto-equipped that because we didn't have anything else. Cool. Okay, back to the Humming Cave. Now what we're going to do is put on the strange head sack, because now we have over 10 muscle. Means we can push this over and keep a snake at bay. Cool. Back to our other hat. Wow, what is that thing? It's a good question. Oh. What in the world? I found a bizarre ruin. This looks dangerous. The monolith is dark. Looks like there's a huge cave in at some point. And a weird device. I got the strange stone arrow. What does that do? The triangular object made of a strange stone-like material shot through with channels of smooth black glass. Interesting. What can I do with that? Nothing for the moment, it seems. Where else? We're going to go to Old Mission. We can do a 10 muscle thing there also. The weird stone arrow goes crazy. You follow its lead and find a weird house. I guess we'll go there. The Professor's house. The beeping machine leads you to a ramshackle house in the middle of the desert. This is where the odd beeping device led us. Looks like a perfectly ordinary house to me. Well, maybe it's weirder on the inside. Hello. Excuse me, my name's Josephine Cartwright. What? Oh, I didn't notice you come in. I'm not used to visitors, but folks generally call me the Professor. Is there something I can do for you? Well, I found this bleeping gizmo and I sort of followed the bleeping, and it led me here. Well, certainly led you to the right place, young lady. This is El Vibrato technology, and I happen to be as much of an expert as anyone alive today. El what now? El Vibrato. They were an ancient race that lived here long before humans. Well, they mostly lived underground, so they might still be living, as far as I know. Never seen a peep of an actual person, though, just the machines they left behind. Were they space aliens? Could be aliens, or genius prehumans, or an entirely different terrestrial evolution line. This stage of investigation, it's impossible to say. Isn't it exciting? Here, let me have a closer look at your bleeping gizmo. Aha, as I suspected, this is one of their transponders. It detects other El Vibrato technology and hones in, you see. That's why it led you here. I've got a thing I've been trying to repair. He tinkers around with the transponder for a bit, and then plugs a strange stone marble into a socket on it. There you go. Good as new. Just swipe up or down to turn it on or off. Swipe? Now, I gotta warn you, this device will lead you to abandoned El Vibrato technology, but it might also attract unwanted attention. From what? From the El Vibrato technology. You'll see what I mean. Just be careful. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, you've arrived at a perfect time. In order to get anywhere further with my research, I need more samples of El Vibrato technology. But searching for it eats all the time I could be used to research for it. Ah, I getcha. Right, you're the adventurous type, so bring me back whatever devices you find, and if I can get them up and running, it'll benefit both of us. Alright, deal. Great! First priority will be to get my Keystone Fabricator running. They lock their doors and things with these little stone alloy blocks, see? So if we can make our own, that'll open a lot of doors for us. Literally and figuratively. Alright, what do we need? The components aren't rare, but as far as priceless ancient technology goes, bring me, about 5 handfuls of scrap. Should be able to salvage the last parts I need from that. Roger that. Okay. Let's see, these books are all about concepts too advanced for even you to recognize. The dresser contains 10 instances of the same shirt and 20 identical socks. Here, this is the Professor's Keystone Fabricator. He's waiting on some parts to finish it. Hint, hint. What do you think of this guy, Doc? He seems alright. Got kind of a strange hobby. Yeah. What else do we have? Map annotated with circles and lines. What is the plot to this game? Just exploring the Old West? So the main thing is that, yeah, you're heading west to like strike your fortune. But there's some additional plots within that. So currently, the main things I have going on are at the railway. I can't go further west until I get a year's supply worth of explosives to clear some bulges at the railway camp. And my partner is also trying to track down and solve the recent appearance of lots of skeletons. So we're hunting down it's not a necromancer because it's like it's a joke term, but I forgot exactly what it is. But we have this book of Nexmex. Yeah, Southwestern Necromancy, otherwise known as Nexmex. So there's a couple plots going on there. Appears to be an extremely powerful magnifying mirror, basically an inside-out microscope. Check yourself. The microscopic mites that live in your eyelashes seem to be getting along just fine. So it's just bonkers is what you're saying. Yeah, that's an accurate description. Okay, so... Oh wait, the item that he gave us. Oh, and also, anytime you find a haystack in this game, search it because you find needles in them. Professor says this device calls out to other El Vibrato technology. Spooky action at a distance. I think that's what some term used to refer to quantum entanglement. Examine it. Do you want to shut it down? Yes, for now. Actually, no, we'll turn it. We'll keep it on, because why not? We're going to... Where is it going? Back to the old mission. You find a flyer for a dynamite store up north. It's charred around the edges like it got blown here by an explosion. We found Dynamite Dan's Discount Dynamite Dare House. Ah. Oh, it is literally right there. Okay, but... let's head into the catacombs. Put on our strange hat. Our strange head sack, so we have more muscle. Oh, right, I forgot about this. Now that I have a pickaxe, I can do that. Center of the pile, you unearth, or unsculpt, a shiny black stone. It's making more noise than stones usually do. Weird. The stone is only whispering, but it's still eerily louder than most of the stones you encounter. This rock is really whispering up a storm. It's in some weird dialect you can barely understand, though. Wait, no, it's just a thick accent. Alice cocks an eyebrow. Are you sure you want to listen to this thing? Yes. You listen carefully to the stone. Over the course of a few minutes, its whispers resolve into comprehensible English. The stuff the stone is whispering turns out to be pretty boring. It's mostly just trivia about the geology of Tennessee. Meaningless to you, unless you're planning a spelunking trip soon. Oh well, at least you can understand the accent now. And I've got the perk Appalachian Skull Whisperer. What does that do? You're fluent in a very specific dialect of the Whispers of the Dead. Useful. Okay. Anyway. Yes, the really heavy stone sarcophagus. Since we have 10 muscle, let's open it. You grunt and strain and force that heavy stone sarcophagus lid open. There's a skeleton inside. Holy crap, his bones are huge. Fortunately, he appears to be asleep. Let's wake him up and fight him. I would be afraid, but it's okay. Deal 1 damage, and then have Alice use her bone saw to instantly kill him. As our partner has acquired a skill to kill any skeleton in 1 hit. Okay, we got St. Beefus' finger and St. Beefus' thigh. The bigger they are, the harder they excommunicate. Okay. So, I did that. Let's put the other hat back on, Ooh. Wait, is this a weapon? Yeah, it's a weapon. So that's 3 to 13 plus 4 stealth damage, 9 to 11. So a little more damage and maximum HP in exchange for 4 spell damage, but my spell damage is also already kind of insane. I'm tempted to switch over to that. What does it look like? Yep, it looks like a giant bone. Oh, right, I was gonna change my hat. I'll stick with what I have for now, but I will consider that. Whee! Return the finger bone of St. Beefus. He returned the weirdly huge finger bone to its reliquary. Sister Mary looks delighted. And we can't do the other one yet because we need 10 Moxie and we only have 7. Ooh, but I have enough to get something going on. What do I want? Ooh, I have 320 XP. Tempted to get the more outfoxing. Yeah, we'll do that. It seems like a good investment. 1,000 XP to get that last rank. Okay. Where to now? Let's go down here to the gulch. You see a sign that says Snake Spring over yonder. No, stop getting distracted. Gustavson Gulch. Your partner says, I better stay out here and look after the horses. Shout if you need me. Okay. Anything you can tell me about goblins? No more than the next doctor. Kinda weird fellas. Mainly keep to themselves, reproduce via spores. Kinda excitable. My husband learned a little of their language just for fun. Sounded like gobbledygook and exclamation points to me. Fancy-dressed goblin steps forward. Hi, hello, being a mayor, welcome. Now, going away, please. The goblin seems friendly, but blocks your entry into the gulch. Let's talk to him. Can I not coming in? Sorry, only for goblins being very private. Let's use outfoxing too to outthink him. This is not very nice. Don't you want to fostering better of human-goblin relations? I could bring new human ambassador. I could being new human ambassador, and you go to human town, being their goblin ambassador. Guessing that might be a good idea. Diplomatics, yes. Okay. The mayor shakes your hand and starts walking towards Dirtwater. Sign says nothing interesting in goblin. You hear a quiet rustling, as though a single goblin were rummaging through a crate filled with straw. Let's not fight the goblin. This one says library. You listen at the door. It's quiet inside. The shack is filled with crude bookshelves. The bookshelves, in turn, are filled with crude books. 3 titles catch your attention. Ooh, Alice going into a seeing glass. This popular children's novel has been translated into Goblet. Jabberwocky still reads pretty much the same. Oh, it brillig being in toves of slithing, did in a wabe gyring, and also gimbling. Yeah, that's pretty similar. Browse more. How to bird noise. The book is an extremely detailed treatise on the sounds that different birds make. You probably wouldn't expect to learn how to do an accurate great crested grebe impression from a book, but that's how detailed it is. And so very complicated numbers. All you can tell about this book is that it contains extremely high-level mathematics. You don't have the vocabulary to understand any of it, and probably still wouldn't if it was written in English. Your brother would probably love it. Okay. Listen at the door, but don't hear anything. Rats, it's locked. Come back to that one. Ooh, storage. The shack is filled with thousands of tiny cabinets, each labeled with a number in Goblin. Let's look at them in the most random drawer we can find. Nothing in the drawer, but you find an old lollipop stuck to the bottom of the drawer above it. Looking. Regular random drawer. Goblin trousers. Okay. What do those do? +3 armor, -2 moxie. No, I'll keep with what I have. Whee! We have a couple of goblins rustling around. Sounds like they're doing something really important. We'll leave them to it. Mayor's house. Don't hear anything inside. You can investigate the bed, investigate the desk, or investigate the outdoors by leaving. Let's investigate the bed. Made of cactus logs with a blanket made of woven together cactus needles. That can't be comfortable. What about the desk? Strewn with folders. There's one that says important secrets. You learn a variety of secrets. Though the only one that's actually pertinent to your circumstances is there's the spare key to the treasure cave in drawer 69105 in the storage hut. Nice. Which one was the storage one? Ah. Look in drawer 69105. You got an item, Gustavson Gulch Treasure Cave Key, spare. Wait, does that mean I can get into this one? Wait, which was the locked one? No, I think it might have been this one, right? The third one. Let's finish looking at these. That's the mayor's house. Been there. You press your ear to the door and hear something delivering what sounds like lines from Hamlet, except in Goblin tongue. From this vantage point, you also notice a sign next to the door reading, "Backstage entrance, here it being," with an arrow pointing to the back of the building. Let's head backstage. You sneak backstage and watch the play from behind a curtain. Not only is it a goblin version of Hamlet, it's also been rewritten as a one-man show. To being or to not being? Oh, that is a question. Put it better thinking to suffering a crazy things and arrows, or fighting so many bad things for stopping them because fighting, to dying, to sleeping, hey, dreaming maybe. But, oh, problems. If dreaming crazy when living, what dreams having after dying? Wow, pretty weird probably. You watch for a while. The bit where the actor has to do a sword fight with themselves is pretty entertaining. Cool. Cafe. Anything in the cafe? Okay, that one's locked also. Ah, okay. So we have 2 things that need to be lockpicked and 4 needles. So, okay. Let's open this, make short work of the lock. You enter what turns out to be a cafe and reconstruct a few cups of chicory from the leavings in various dirty cups and sinks. You stop to wonder why a cafe wouldn't be open at this time of day. You see a schedule posted on the wall, and sure enough, it says someone named Gene is supposed to be working this shift. He always was a shifty layabout, that Gene. Got Goblin Chicory, which, what does that say? Increases. The goblins around these parts never really figured out coffee. Increases your speed by 3, but reduces your muscle, mysticality, and moxie. Yeah, that's... no. Goblin things always seem to have a downside. Ah, yes. Okay, so it's this one. You enter what turns out to be a delicatessen. Help yourself up to what turns out to be sandwiches. Probably. Okay, let's go to that cave. Yeah, let's see if we can quickly do the cave. And then I'm gonna have to stop. Hello. The goblin is paying more attention to their book, Goblet, than to you, but they're probably pretty sure you ain't just gonna be waltzing on by. Oh no. Oh. I don't want to fight them, but I also don't want to spoil the ending. I'll take the non-violent solution. Hey, Goblet, good book? What thinking about how Goratio is only surviving 1 at the end, and everyone else is dying? Poisoning, sorting, pow, blam! Ugh, no! Wow, spoilers! The guard runs out of the cave with their hands over their ears. This goblin guard is whittling a little bird call, but they're not too busy to beat you up if you try to get past them. Maybe I should try out my bird call skills from that book I read. You duck behind a stalagmite and do your great cresting grebe impression. Oh, gasp! A great crested grebe! Wow! The guard pulls a pair of binoculars out of uniform and runs out of the cave. Unlike the other 2 guards, this one is being very attentive and seems very suspicious of you. Also, unlike the other guards, they have a name tag that says Gene. We found Gene. You have to remind them about their cafe shift. Hey, Gene, you're supposed to be working at cafe today. You forgetting? Oh, wow. Oh no. The goblin quickly takes off their guard uniform and puts on a cafe uniform and races out of the cave. Okay. Okay, this is going to use up all my needles. 1,234 meat. Wow, that's a lot. And a year's supply of dynamite. Let's take this one. Goblin Engagement Ring and Goblin Tiara. Finally, yep. Oh, we got so much meat out of that. Goblin Engagement Ring. Plus spell damage, minus pistol attack. And Goblin Tiara is plus armor, minus moxie. Cool. Yeah. That worked pretty well. Okay, so we have the year's supply of dynamite. Dynamite, 1 year. Stunted on this crate in an official looking typeface. Let's open it. You should let the railroad guys open it. Good point. Yeah, so I'm actually going to stop here, because this seems like a good place to stop. What's this one? Like coffee. We're doing good. So yeah, next time we need to give this to the railroad, and then we also have some other stuff to check out. Yeah, I'm enjoying this game. But alas, work awaits. So, alright, actually, no, I like going back to town. Finish up in my room. Thanks for the stream. No problem! The El Vibrato starts making bleeping noises. Turns out to be a monster. Okay, I guess we're being quick. Hot damage. There we go. Got some El Vibrato scraps. Cool. Okay, back to our room. Actually, before I forget, I'm gonna send a mail quickly. Any mail? Like to send a postcard. Cool. Whee! Yeah. Back to our room. So back where we started. I'm gonna sign off for now. Thank you all very much for watching. Play well.